Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your July 2022 reading. I'm going to do a 3-card spread. Keep it simple because I tend to talk a lot, and usually I only need about 3 cards to see what's going on. So that's what we're going to stick with right now for the month of July, and we'll see what energy is going to be the most prevalent for you. Maybe things to pay attention to. Wow, the cards are already wanting to speak to you. I definitely feel called to keep those. If you see movement in the background, I have a brand new puppy and he's full of energy. So he's running around playing with all his toys. And so if you hear any background noise, it's probably that too, just to give you a heads up on what's going on my end. How are you, Cancer? This is your time right now, and we just had a... All right, we'll keep that too. Well, there's many cards. All right, Spirit. Give me one more card. One more card. Yeah, and if any channeled messages come out for you, I will obviously give those to you as well. So, all right, Spirit, one more card for my lovely Cancerians. It is your time, Cancer. We just had a new moon in Cancer as well. So to me, that felt like an emotional reset of like what needs to stay and what needs to go in your life and in all of our lives. But especially in Cancer's life, it's like what needs to stay, what needs to go. Now, whether that happens now or later down the road, I feel like this new moon has brought clarity on basically like new beginnings for you. Okay. Now, we'll get our 3rd card. And we'll flip these over and see what we got. This has been coming out for a lot of signs in different areas. Okay, interesting. Wow. All right, Cancer, what in the heck is going on, baby? Like, look at this. Wow. Okay, so I feel like already what we've got here is that you've done a lot of work in your life. You've come so far already in your life, and it's like you've put in the work. You've put in the work, whether that be going to school, getting a degree, getting the career of your choice, or building up in the company, or at least putting in a good chunk of time in that company. I'm seeing family and friends like that you've just put in a lot of time and effort into the things that make you happy or the things that you think make you happy in your life. But I feel like there's still some tweaking left to do. Like you've done a lot of work and you've gotten to a place in your life where it's like, all right, where's my happiness? Like, okay, I've checked all the boxes. I've done everything that you're supposed to do. I have the house, I have the family, I'm got the career, I'm making money moves, I'm saving money, like whatever it is, maybe you're even getting married, like things that could and should bring a lot of happiness. It feels sort of like you've ticked all the boxes or most of the boxes or some significant boxes, and yet there still feels like there's something missing. Like there's a piece of the puzzle that's still missing, whether you're aware of this or not, like what is kind of not quite right. It's like you don't feel satisfied with what you've done or you have, but there's just something that's just like, if only this were to be different, then everything would be perfect. So that's kind of where we're at right now, Cancer. Like, you're kind of realizing like, okay, well, I'm supposed to be happy now and I'm not happy. What needs to change in order for me to be happy? Now, this may be external circumstances that need to change in order for you to feel truly satisfied, but I'm getting the feeling that it's like an internal thing. Like, for example, when you want your external life to change, you've got to change your internal life first. So that's kind of what I'm getting is, yeah, you could externalize or blame, or I don't want to, that's kind of a harsh word, but basically point out into the world and say, if only that thing out there were different, then I could be happy. Whether that's like a better position in your career, or maybe if you don't own your own home, owning your own home in your own space, or maybe it's like you're dating somebody, but you're not like together as much as you want to be, those kinds of things. It's like, just like you have the thing, but it just needs like tweaking a little bit. So I'm getting this feeling of like, all right, it's time to be patient to a certain extent. Oh, and also I have my kitty is inside too from being outside, so she likes to talk. She's a Siamese cat, so she likes to meow and be vocal. So if you hear any noise, it's either my puppy or my kitty. So so basically what I'm trying to say is that it's time for you to realize what needs to be tweaked on the outside, but then just doing the things that it takes to actually find peace within yourself first, because some things are out of our control, or some things you're going to have to like wait or be patient on. Like, it's just a matter of time. So in the meantime, learning patience, learning how to cultivate happiness within, despite external circumstances, is really, really, really going to help you, especially in this month of July, in order to move things forward. Because you've got the wish card here. You've got like this wish upon a star. That's what I'm seeing here. It's like you have this guiding inner light that's showing you the direction that you need to go. And you are going in that direction despite the darkness and the coverage of the forest around you. It's like seeing the forest through the trees, basically, is what this month of July is asking from you, to get clear on what you want, make that wish and move towards it. But then once you've done that, take a step back and work on your inner happiness, cultivating your inner peace, cultivating patience, cultivating understanding, compassion, love, sharing, caring for other people, because your wish is coming. The fact that you have the Ace of Bows here is like your new beginning is inevitable. It's happening. Like, you have the Star card and the Ace of Wands here. And so the Ace of Wands is Ace of Bows in this deck is very much about like the spark of new life, the spark of a new beginning. There is something on the horizon for you, Cancer, that is like going to change your life. Whether you are aware of this new change or not, it's happening regardless of what you do, basically. But this reading is saying, if you want to feel happiness, if you want to feel that emotional satisfaction, if you want to feel like that emotional overflow of joy, abundance, and happiness, then, staying true to your inner light, staying true to yourself, making those wishes of like, well, I wish this would happen, or I wish that would happen. If only, then I would be happy. Then it's saying like, it's happening. It is happening. It's just a matter of balancing yourself out and working on that inner peace and that inner happiness for yourself in order to actually get what you want. So let me turn your attention to the bottom of the deck here. You have the Injustice, or the Two of Arrows, or Two of Swords in reverse. So to me, this says that whether you are aware, this reading is actually quite simple. I might sound like I'm repeating myself, but maybe the different wording might actually land on you a little differently and a little better. So just hear me out here. Whether you're aware of which direction you need to go or not, this is saying get clear on that. Like, take the blindfold off, see the things that you need to see the things that need to change, and change them. And if you're like, well, I need to change my external circumstances, I'll give you an example. Like, I want to own my own home, yet the market is crazy right now. And it feels like it's out of your control. Well, that's when you make that wish, like, I want to own my own home, and you release that into the universe, and then you sit back and you wait for it to happen, but you do the inner work while you wait. This is what this is asking you to do, is to do the inner work while you wait. So you've got a choice here, Cancer. You have the choice to open your eyes and move towards what you want, or continue to feel like the world is doing you an injustice, or that life is unfair, or that you've worked so hard and where is your reward, kind of thing, because you deserve it, Cancer. You do. It's just a matter of allowing it to come to you. It's a matter of continuing the journey that you're already on. It's a matter of taking your emotional well-being into your hands, not relying on anybody else or any other external circumstances to make you happy or do that for you. So that's why this card has popped up for you on the bottom of the deck in reverse. Now, bottom of the deck energy to me is basically like hidden energy. So it might not be very obvious to you that you're kind of out of balance possibly in this moment, and maybe even like blaming other people or other external circumstances for your unhappiness. And even if, and I know how frustrating it is when you actually have external circumstances that are causing you grief. And it's just like, well, XYZ is causing me grief. Like, of course it's their fault. But here's the thing, when it's out of your control, then it's up to you to decide. Your emotional well-being is not anybody else's responsibility but your own. So I know that sounds pretty harsh, but it's true. It really is true. Like, you can't rely on other people to make you happy or other external circumstances to make you happy, because if you do, you're going to be disappointed over and over and over. And that's going to throw you out of balance emotionally, and it's going to make you feel not so happy. It's kind of like, it's going to sour the sweet moments of your life. So don't fret too much this month of July. Don't fret, don't worry, everything's going to be fine. This is what I'm seeing, is everything's actually working in your favor, whether you feel like it or not. It's about doing the inner work and making sure that you stay calm and that you get yourself into balance. You see these scales here? This is all about balance, baby. Like, flipping, and the fact that it's upside down shows that you might feel a little bit out of balance, and that's something to focus on, whether you do feel out of balance or not. It's something to pay attention to this month. It's something to focus on, because I feel like there's going to be some things that pop up that are going to make you question whether or not you actually are going to get that new beginning, or if you are going to finally have that happily ever after that you're looking for, Cancers. I know you're looking for you're looking for that happily ever after. So I'm personally a Sagittarius, but my moon is in Cancer. So I feel this stuff really, really deeply. I feel exactly what Cancers are going through right now, like internally. This might be more of an external thing for you, but it's calling attention to your internal world as well. The star card is also a card of healing. So that's what I'm saying, is like, take this time of you're kind of in limbo right now, like in between. Take this time as an opportunity to do some inner work and to do some inner healing. And it's funny that I mentioned that, because the stone that I've picked out for the water signs is this chrysocolla and malachite. So the malachite is the green. Let's see if I can get my camera to focus. The malachite is the green, and the chrysocolla is the blue. And isn't that gorgeous? Like, so I love this stone because it just looks like little islands to me. This is saying, find your island, like find your happy place, find your little vacation spot, whether you actually need to go on vacation, or like find that vacation energy within you. Like, that's what it means that's what that saying means. Find your happy place is like when life feels like it's kind of stressful or out of your control, or things are annoying you. Just go within and imagine yourself sitting on a beach drinking a pina colada, or whatever it is that is a vacation to you. It might be the tropics. Like, I feel this tropical energy needs to shine through you, Cancer, because you are one of the most deeply feeling water signs. Your talent is making your house your home. So really take care of yourself too, because you as a person, you are your own home too. So doing the inner housekeeping, inner cleansing, inner work, inner healing, in order to see that clarity and to turn this right side up. This is the 10 of vessels, the happiness. So the 10 of vessels or the 10 of cups is like this intense overflow of happiness, joy, and abundance. Everything you've always wanted on an emotional level coming to you, and a relationship level. But it's kind of like blocked right now. That's why it's reversed. It's like on hold. But this is showing you, don't worry, don't worry. Your new beginning is happening, okay? Like, bam, look at this, like little spark and a little spark. Like, this is so clear to me, Cancer, and I really hope that this is clear to you too, because I really feel like if you want to move through these next few months, or I should say, I don't know why I said the next few months, because this reading is about July. So it might be like not only this month in July, but this reading might carry over into the rest of this year kind of energy, or at least the rest of the warm season is what I'm feeling, to really take care of your inner world so that you can continue down the path of your inner light, of your inner calling. What is calling you? What sparks passion? The Ace of Bows or the Ace of Wands is a card of what turns you on. What turns you on, Cancer? Like, what makes you feel that fire inside of you? What makes you feel passionate? What makes you feel giddy and excited? Go in that direction, because that is the direction of your soul. This is what it's asking you to do, not to rely on other people to do that for you. Like, well, my passion is my relationship, but it's kind of on the rocks right now, or he travels a lot and I don't get to see him very often, or we're not married yet, or whatever. Or, you can apply that to a relationship or career, but I do have to say, like, I have never met a single Cancer in my life. Like, I know you Cancers, you can get into a relationship so quickly because you're so warm, open, and loving to the people around you. Just be careful of blinding yourself to the things that you need to do for yourself, because that's where this reading that's the message of this reading is pay attention to your inner world. Take off the blindfold, see what you need to do to balance your inner world and your emotions and your communication, your direction, whatever you feel is out of balance. Do what you can for yourself to bring it back into balance. And trust, like faith and trust are huge. Like, those are your two words for the month of July: faith and trust that your new beginning is inevitable, especially if you are going in the direction of the things that make you feel alive, feel passionate, feel turned on, all of that stuff. And if you don't know, if you're listening to this reading and you're confused, like, well, I don't know what brings me joy, I don't know what sparks my passion, there you go. There's your answer for the path you need to take. The path you need to take, if you don't know the answer to that question of what brings you joy, is to find what brings you joy. There you go. There's your answer. There's your direction. So if you've been like, I'm lost and confused, well, here you go. Find what makes you feel joy. And if you have no idea, try anything. Try something new, try something old, try something you've done as a child, reinvigorate something that you gave up on a long time ago. Try something new. Just try. That's all I'm asking. That's all this reading is asking, is to just try to help yourself have a smoother journey and transition to a bigger, brighter, your best life, basically. You're heading towards your best life. So do yourself a favor and make that journey and that transition easier on yourself by doing that healing, seeing what needs to be brought into balance, and not relying on other people to do that for you. Because other people, once you've really started taking care of your inner world, the external world will automatically follow suit. That's just the way the universe works. So anyway, all right. Thank you, Cancer. I hope this reading has helped you bring clarity into what you need for the month of July. And I will see you again later.